Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Manchester United, you know what I'm saying? Making big moves. We're waiting for Graham to become a fan, accepting bandwagon applications as we
No,
speak.
no, son, no. I'm
Yep,
Chelsea till I die, son. I'm Chelsea till I die. Oh, by
yep,
the way, hold on.
yep. It's another Friday. Put your drinks up. You know what I'm saying? We got Smash, Cathay, we got Graham with a
What it
coconut.
do?
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, the first topic at hand, we're gonna talk about Miss Richardson. She was at a track meet and she came in dead last. Uh, then from there, that wasn't that, and from there she just spiraled out of control, for lack of better words. She started off with a post interview. She was basically talking smash, talking trash. Even though she lost, she came dead last. Then she gave an apology and then wanted to play victim instead of having accountability for herself, like she's shown before for her incidents of why she didn't participate in the Olympics. She did show accountability then, but now she's not. And then she goes from that to liking these tweets that discriminate against Jamaicans, and then she goes from that to going at it with Felix. You know what I'm saying? Who is probably one of the probably arguably the best track and
She is
field
the most
ever.
decorated track and field person ever. 11 medals.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Might be the most for she's probably up there for at least for women in all time Olympics.
Yeah. You know I like Sha'Carri. I really, really like her. I go hard for her. She's 21. She's spiraling out of control. But for you to get this break, right, which you needed this much needed break, and for you to get this break and to come back, and we expect you to come back strong, right? Because you got caught with the weed, right? You got caught with the weed, and they let you run anyway. Now, you knew Jamaica was going to heckle you because they was doing their thing. So she loses the race, comes in dead last, 11.14, right? Second. It was just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Second bad. So then she goes to the interview, and the girl from Jamaica is in the back. If you could see that screenshot, it was like, girl, you knew you weren't going to win. It was just bad. So she's saying, I'm not upset with myself at all. This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want to, because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the sixth fastest woman in this game ever, and can't nobody ever take that away from me. We expected you to be the fastest. Sixth fastest is not. That's like giving everybody a trophy at the game.
Half a dozen.
Right? Like we didn't all get trophies. When I was coming up, we didn't all get trophies. You won. You came in first, second, or third. Your parents was not impressed by the third place shit. So it's first and second place. That was really what it was. Third place was just something by default. But this shit. So then she gets beside herself. So Allison goes on Jimmy Kimmel. I got an echo. Okay, so Allison goes on Jimmy Kimmel, and she says, when she asks about Richardson, she says, I know she's obviously been through so much, and I hope that she's supported. I hope the people rally around her. Obviously, she has a great personality, and she brought a lot of attention to the sport, and I think she'll be in the sport for a very long time. Now, I thought that was very, very nice.
So wait a minute. That's what Alison Felix said about her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. And she got mad, dude?
She got mad, and she said, somebody saying something on the television, and I can't find exactly what she said, but it's nothing, basically, right? Now, this girl, Allison, has a tennis shoe. She on Jimmy Kimmel Live. She got 11 Olympic gold medals, 11 Olympic medals. She is the most decorated person, and she thought enough to say, you know what, I'm going to mention Sha'Carri because I want her to know that she's in my thoughts. I know she's going through. And when she said, I hope she has people rallying around her, that was that dog whistle that says, you know what, get them motherfuckers away from you. Right? Because the people that are around her are not doing her any justice. She is spiraling out of control. I feel like, the hair, the nails, all of that, that's part of her personality. But the people that she is around, I feel like they are those people that are saying, well, if she flies, then she may fly away from me. I may not be able to go where she's going to go, so she's going to stay here with me. That's what I feel like she's around. And when you lose somebody and you're going through, like I'm watching her and I'm watching the way she's spiraling out of control, and I'm smelling nervous breakdown.
Mm.
And so as a child, because she's 21, she's a child to me. So at 21 years old, a reporter tells you that your mother is dead. And I know y'all feel like I'm making excuses, and I know she's going through, but it's the people around you that get you through. So when she's smoking this weed, who the hell you think buying the weed? She the one making the money, right? So these people are around her, but they're not supporting her and they're not keeping her grounded. You don't ever fuck your meal ticket up. Good, bad, or otherwise, you don't fuck that up. And so they're willing to let her fail. And so I take issue with that. Where the hell is her family? Where the hell are her real friends? Where are the people that supported her or been riding her this whole time? So I'm feeling like everything left with her now.
Right, right.
And so now she's spiraling out of control. She's snapping out. A guy's online and he's saying, not when y'all got to walk barefoot to the coconut stand and then you fucking like it. Who's managing your page? You just lost a race. You were the last person in the race. You need to get small.
Right. Yeah, most definitely. And that's and when the whole weed incident happened, you was protecting her like you was her mom. And
I'm still Team Sha'Carri. I'm still Team Sha'Carri, but I'm very, very disappointed because not only did she show poor sportsmanship, but somebody who reached out to her with genuine love on a national level, on an international level, you just rebuff what the fuck she said about you. And I'm disappointed. That's not how a champion behaves. That's not how a person behaves. Where's your human side, baby?
So could we just surmise that Sha'Carri might well be heavily immature? I mean, is it possible that Sha'Carri might have people reaching out to her and trying to rein her in? But at the end of the day, you have to want the help in order to get the help, isn't it? So I feel like a lot of the things that she's doing aren't necessarily because people have left her alone, but rather because she is uncontrollable. I mean, at 21 years old, thrust into sudden fame, for better or for worse. Is it possible that sudden fame is bringing the worst out of her, right? I know that we ask ourselves who is around her and who are the people around her. Why isn't surrounded by better people? But at the end of the day, I think also we should leave a bit of room to understand that it's quite possible that she does have people that want to rein her in and sort of orient her to respond better to the situation. But at the end of the day, she's an immature 21-year-old girl who, unlike, kids her age, probably is not ready for all the fame and the connotation, notoriety, I'm sorry, that she's gotten. Is that possible?
It's possible because Black Twitter is tearing her ass up. So that's only adding fuel to the fire. But when you're struggling emotionally and mentally, that shit usually show up between 21, 23, 25 years old. So in the first half of your 20s, that's when that shit starts showing up.
Yeah.
You're looking at people on Twitter, and this one just kind of struck hard. Sha'Carri is stupid. That's it. That's all. You fuck up an Olympic bag, come in dead last after talking so much shit, and now you want to throw subs at Allison Felix, who was nothing but positive remarks about you. Man, shut up. That had to hurt.
Right. Yeah.
That had to hurt because that was somebody putting her on notice and they didn't say it nice.
Right, yeah. Right. Yeah, and that's in the chat, my thoughts on it were before she came at Felix was that she really thought she was the fastest in the world, and reality check hit her, and it's mostly because of social media. boosting her up, gaslighting her, saying that she's the fastest. They're just hating on you because you're young, black, and beautiful. All this other stuff, and it's like, no, you broke the rules. Those are the consequence. And then she really thought she was the fastest, and then reality hit, and she came up dead last. And like, if for those who watch track, because I know I commented on one of Cathay's posts, and I said she wasn't the fastest. I didn't even say she was the fastest American, let alone the fastest in the world. And I got drugged. I got drugged through those comments. You know what I'm saying?
But I
And
mean,
like those who watch track, those who knows track, knows that she always starts off slow. And when the level gets higher, you're saying if you start off slow, you lost. It's an automatic L. Don't matter how strong you finish.
I watched it and I felt like she just stopped running. Right? I kept watching it and I was like, did she just stop? Did she just say fuck it? You know what I mean? Did she get a case of the fuck it? Because I'm like, there's no way you can be this slow where you just like dead last. And then when she said, I don't care what you say about me, I'm the sixth fastest person in the world. That is not a fucking badge of honor.
The truth is, I think it shouldn't be a surprise that she lost that race, right? I think what hit us really hard is the fact that she came out, as Gio put it, she bragged about it like she talked trash like she just won. Because if you compare her, most of the athletes that she competed against in that race are fresh off the Olympics, right? So all that momentum and adrenaline and that invictus, um, you know, um, thrust and intensity is there on these people, right? They are still in their prime for what they're prepared for, even though it was a few days after or a few weeks after the Olympics. So for Shakari, I don't care how much she may have trained while she didn't participate in the Olympic. It makes sense that she would come. I don't know about sixth, but it makes sense that she wouldn't have just blown past. I don't know the Jamaican ladies or whatever. I just feel
Well, wait a minute,
like
this girl's fast as fuck because the one that won is right up under FloJo, right? But here's my thing: you got caught with the weed. They let you run. You got embarrassed. You apologized. You were supposed to be in beast mode when you showed up. When you showed up, you were supposed to show out. And I say this as a mother. You done fucked up. So when you get your ass out there, you better show up and show out. And for you to come in dead last, I'm just fucking disappointed. You came in dead last. Damn it, you couldn't get third place. You couldn't even get the silver or the copper. Is it copper?
there's no.
Bronze.
It's
It's
just
just
bronze.
bronze.
I mean, shit, who cares? Nobody
Well, she
cares.
couldn't
How
get
much
copper
copper
either.
medal?
That's metal. She could have get copper, zinc, whatever you want to name it.
All I'm saying is that you were supposed to place in the first three because I would have given you the benefit of the doubt because you lost your nana, right? You smoked the weed. The world is embarrassed you. The weight of the world is on your shoulder and you humiliated. But you won't shut up, right? You just gonna keep on. You not making this better, baby. Little baby, you are not making this better. And then you get your ass out there and play six, and then you gonna get in the camera with Miss Jamaica in the background with this expression on her face, like you knew you weren't gonna win this motherfucking race, no way. You know what I mean? So the snapshot says it all. And then you're gonna say, I'm the sixth fastest person in the world. You need your ass whooped. I'm mad at her.
Right.
I love her. I do. I love her, but I'm mad.
Right.
She
All right,
definitely made Kate mad, man.
Yeah, let's get this bus moving.
I done made excuse after excuse. I done pulled shit out of my ass to make her okay. And then you go do this. Sixth place. Get the fuck out of here.
Moving it on. Smash,
She was
you'll
in
like
ninth
this.
place.
Yeah. You'll like this story, Smash. This is right up your alley. So we're gonna talk about ABBA and Preach versus Fresh and Fit. So what happened was ABBA and Preach are YouTube content creators, and they do a lot of reaction videos. And then Fresh and Fit, they're also a YouTube channel as well, and they're like new up and coming YouTube channel. They're getting a lot of subscribers. They're blowing up fast. They blew up like overnight, and they talk about girls and fitness and finance. You know what I'm saying? So they have on the Fresh and Fit show, they have a lot of girls on there. They seem like a lot of clout chasers, in my opinion. Then they have like, for what they describe, high value men, They're saying men with money, whatever, and they tell them what they're looking at for girls. Girls tell them what they're looking at for guys, and that's the basis of the show. So Abba and Preach, they just do a lot of reaction videos. There are a couple of guys from Canada. I know one of them's from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? He might be Graham's brother or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know they were, and I know they were in the army. So they did a reaction video. They actually was on Fresh and Fit podcast, and they were talking about paying for sex. And then so they did a reaction on that, and they were just talking about the reaction to Fresh and Fit because they'd be like, I don't want to pay a woman. I want to take a woman. So they were just saying corny stuff like that. Like, I never paid for sex. In reality, men, women, we all pay for sex somewhere, somehow, somewhere. It's either with money, monetary value, or with your time, or with your effort. Everybody's paying for sex. So you can just throw that out the window. That like, I never paid for sex. But so Fresh and Fit got wind of that video, and then they started talking trash. They started talking about the dude's wife, saying she's a beluga whale. They started talking about his country, Haiti. You know what I'm saying? And Graham, you know how that goes.
Damn.
And then they said they'll fight the dude. So the dude said, okay, I'm out with all this back and forth. I'll be in the U.S. next week. You know what I'm saying? We'll do this legally. We get gloves, 12 inches, 16 inches, bare knuckle, however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You set up the gym. And, you know what I'm saying? First, I'm going to knock you out. Then I'm going to knock the other dude out.
Holy shit. Do we have video?
Yeah.
You got a video of him talking. He was like, but the fact that he was so calm that you just couldn't even really take him seriously, but he knew what he meant. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He was calm, like, I'll be in the US next week, but I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass. However you want to do it, let's get it on, right? So he was so calm with it. I was nervous. You know what I mean? Because he came
and
Dude
said,
then his partner said there, he was like, okay. He was like, I can't do nothing with him. When somebody is that calm that you can see the mad under the surface, that's not what you want ever.
Yeah. And what pissed dude off? He said, first you talked about my wife, then you talked about my country, then he started talking in French like how Graham be doing. So you knew he was pissed.
Yeah. If the language changes, dude, like, oh man.
Yeah. So
I'll be there next week, however you want it. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
So those guys responded. Yeah, those guys responded back with an apology and said they don't want no fight, they don't want no problem, they want no smoke. But he didn't accept the apology. He's like, no, I'm still going down there.
Yeah.
And we're still gonna handle this. You know what I'm saying? Then those guys doubled down. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's reacting to this so-called beef between these content creators, right? So now Smash, I know you know Agent Zero. So he reacted to it as well. And then those Fresh and Fit guys went back to their, MO, talking trash, saying this dude's fat, this dude this. You know, saying we fight him, we'll knock him out in the gym. I'm like, dude, somebody just called you out, and then and now you scared to fight. Like, you can't be doing this. Mm-hmm. So then Abba and Preach put all their, aired all their stuff out. They're like, hey, you guys don't be getting girls. The only way you guys get girls on your show is to tell them they have to sleep with you, or they're not going to be on your show for clout chasing.
Oh, that's a little rapey.
Yeah. So they're doing that.
Really I mean, is that true?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, they say like, hey, you want to get on the show? They're like, yeah, sure, cool. Yeah, I'll get on your platform. They're like, all right, cool. So we gonna smash or what? I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna need before we get started.
Right.
Very rapey.
Yeah, and then
damn.
Yeah, so they're just putting all their stuff out, and they're like, one of them got some trouble with like getting a girl pregnant, so that's out there. People are now other people, and they're just they're just not who they say they are. So they had another show. Somebody came up to the door like yo, let's pop it off. And they're like, man, who sent you? He's like, no, you like to talk all that smack? Like, I'm right here. Let's go. You're saying they had to call the cops and get security and all that, but like,
oh, they're gonna call the cop and everything?
Yeah.
No, you can't call the cops after you done talked about a man's wife, you done talked about a man's country. And then, what scared them is that he was so calm, but you could see him bubbling under the surface, and he was like, I'm gonna say this for you, but I'll be there next week, and I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You want boxing gloves? You want bare knuckle? How you want it? I'm gonna serve it up however you want it. I'm gonna whoop your ass and I'm gonna whoop your ass. So I can see them being scared. Right? I can see them being scared.
Yeah.
But they
and I know. Yep, I know this is Smash Alley. Right down Smash Alley, because what Smash? What you always say?
What's that? Which one?
Oh, like you say, you always know. I always know who's a bitch ass nigga.
No. You know how you know a bitch ass nigga is that when he pouncing or he walking around you like he a damn alpha male, and then he get in the room and then he gets small with other men. That's how you know.
What happens is, man, like people get on these platforms and everybody turns into a different person.
Oh yeah.
And you gotta be yourself at all times. So once you disrespect somebody's wife, mother, sister, brother, whatever, that person has the right to be upset. So if you gonna have the balls and try to get to create, the content so it'll go viral to say this stuff, and when somebody call you on it and stand in your face, you gotta say it. Like you got these internet thugs that just want to be behind the mic and behind the camera acting like they hard. But when somebody approach you, because that's why I say, like, you never know what the next person is going through. And somebody could be calm as fuck and you say something wrong and they'll knock the shit out of you. You wouldn't even see it coming. They ain't got to do all that rah, rah, rah. Because that rah, rah, rah that's just wasting time and energy. Because I ain't going to rah, rah, rah with you.
That's a scare.
Like, I'm going to look at you, let you get your stuff out.
You make all that noise, you're scared. You make it too much noise.
I'm going to let you get your stuff out, then it's over. So,
yeah.
That's all that do. Like, I mean, like you don't disrespect anybody's wife, man. Like once you do that, it's fighting words, because now his wife may be looking at him like, you gonna let them talk about me like that? Or she might not care, but still, he got a
national platform.
He got to hold his own.
I'm your wife. I know you love me, but now I'm subconscious because now I got to look at this comment section. So not only are they saying this shit, but other people are in the comments saying mean ass shit because they keyboard gangsters too. I'll never see these people ever again in life, but now they dragging me and I ain't got shit to do with shit.
Even in the mafia, wives and kids are off limit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but these niggas ain't got no honor.
Exactly. They don't have no code of honor or anything like that. I say that they deserve the ass whooping, and I hope my dude does come and whoop their ass, whether they want it or not, whether they're willing.
Every time they're gonna be somewhere else. They are not going where he is. They don't want it.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't escape that ass whooping. I'm just saying.
No, they shouldn't. I hope he catch their ass on sight. That man's wife. Beat their ass to the ground.
Well, talking about wife, Sonia Curry, the wife of Del Curry, filed for divorce after 33 years of marriage. That was Jesus' age. They were on Jesus' numbers. 33 years. Like, so at this point, like, what she was mad about? He didn't wash the back of her knee properly, or what?
No. Yeah, we ain't gonna get into it. If you want to get into some funky shit tonight, Gio, we can get into some funky shit. I'll gram you. We're not gonna do this. This woman raised her kids for 30 damn years, 30 plus years.
Did she just use me as a verb?
No. Wait a minute.
She said, "I'll gram you."
Wait a minute. She raised his kids and took care of his home for 30 plus years, right? And you know that she was a good mother, nannies, wherewithal, whatever. You know she was a good mother because I remember Stephen saying something. I think he might have cussed when they won the championship or some shit like that. And so he called her and she checked his ass and he checked himself. You know she's a good mother because he respects her so much. They respect her to that 10th power, which lets you know that she was a good mother. So
or he has a good father. And he showed that, and he just emanated his father with the respect.
How he emanating the father with respect and this nigga on the road more than he not, and he fucking everything. But she ain't saying
he didn't have a long career like that.
They mom is classy as hell. So the friends know, the family know, all of this know that he fucking. She ain't said a word. And then so they get separated.
Allegedly.
And so wait a minute. She said, "Baby, I can't do this." In June, she says, "Baby, I can't do this. I'm gonna get separated." Then she starts fucking this damn dude. I'm just like, you could have did better because she's a nice looking woman. Even at 55, she cougar status. She is worth $6 million. He ain't worth but $16 million. But because she fucking somebody else, he don't want to give her alimony. 33 years, you need to give her something. 33 years. When you was wait a minute. You was on the road, and your children are who they are today because I took all the responsibility. Now they may have your gene, but I was the one that was behind them when you was on the road doing what you was doing. And so for that, when you came home, I made a home for you. You ought to want me to be good, whether I'm worth $6 million or not.
Right.
I don't care. You fucked everybody else. Now I fuck somebody. Now you don't want to give me no money. 33 years. Oh, you don't give me some goddamn money. And then you put her out the house. He put
No,
her
she
out the
lives
house.
with
She
dude.
didn't go home.
She didn't get put out the house. She lives with dude.
No. She said she couldn't even stay in the home. He wouldn't let her stay in the home. That's in the paperwork. He wouldn't let her stay in the home.
She said that
She said,
afterwards, though.
We got separated, and I ain't mess with this man until I got separated. Shit, Dale said she
No,
was
that's not what happened either. I got
Dale
the.
was fucking this man all the time, and I ain't got to give a shit. After 33 years of marriage, she getting some more dick. I done got all the pussy, but she can't get no dick. I ain't giving her no money, and she living with him in Tennessee.
I got. This is what really happened. Before they got separated, she was with Buddy. You know what I'm saying? So Buddy was blowing her back out. First of all, I'm not gonna lie, I'll feel some type of way too, because Buddy she definitely downgraded. I don't know what she thinking. That's another story. That's for another time.
What he's worth real quick. What's Buddy's last name?
I don't know. Trash. You know what I'm saying? She was banging Buddy before they got separated, and then now they're separated. And I know. I went and investigated. You know what I'm saying? And then she's living with Buddy, so that's why he denied the alimony, because she's already shacked up with Buddy. That's why he denied the alimony. Now,
she said,
Steph Curry was on the road with Dell, right?
That's what she said.
Steph Curry was on the road with Dell, though. Huh?
So ugly.
And then after he denied the alimony, she comes up with these allegations. He's been cheating since day one. I'm like, well, then you should have divorced since day one. Like, why did you stay and want to leave now? Like, the only reason why she want to leave now because Buddy, I don't know, Buddy got the magic stick or something. I don't know. Or he must be a really nice guy.
Well, I just like the whole thing about, the infidelity revelations and shit. I equate that to revenge porn. And
wait,
for me,
you equate that to what?
To revenge porn in the sense that, okay, so now that we are getting divorced, I'm going to put all this business out there. And for me, I think the indecency of it is that that's the mother of your children. So even if when you want to embarrass her, you are embarrassing your children too. And so I don't think that should have been put out there, regardless of what was going on. You
put it out there.
Can get
quiet. They did a press release, and she was like, you know what? We're not going in the same direction. I'm paraphrasing. We're not going in the same direction, but we still gonna be here for our family. We're still friends. So she put out this whole press release that say we leaving amicably, right? And then he started talking about her messing with somebody else.
Right.
You know what? Right. To say that for Jesus. He was so mad, but a man's ego is so fragile. She watched you on the road, and he was getting ass on the road. She watched him on the road. She raised the kids. She didn't say nothing.
Oh, no.
First time her getting something else.
We don't know because Steph Curry was on the road with him too, and she ain't raising no kids. That dude had money. They had nannies, maids, butlers, drivers. She ain't raising no kids.
The way they respect their mother. I don't care how many nannies you got. Don't nobody respect that mother like that unless she's involved. And they respect the hell out of her.
The reason why they respect, I don't know, the reason why my son respect his mother is because of me. Because I taught him how to respect. Somebody had to teach those kids how to respect their mother.
But are you on a basketball schedule? Yeah, you kind of on a basketball schedule.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I can't argue that. But for him to put it in the paperwork, acts of illicit sexual misconduct. Why would you do your wife like that in front of your kids? Because you don't want to pay her money because she getting some love.
I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about the dude because I definitely would have felt some way too.
Even so, Gio, that's what I'm saying. I would have felt some way too. But before I went ahead and created this entirely embarrassing situation, especially when I have grown-ass kids. Do you know, most of articles I've found about this issue is Stephen Curry's mother was sleeping with some dude. They don't even say her name. If they've written her name 3 times on an article, is a lot. But you know whose mama she is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what they're going to use to make it. They're gonna make it about her famous kids. You know what I'm saying?
Like
And for
this.
me, that's when the whole thing should have been like, look, man, I've done wrong, you've done wrong. Okay,
Let's just
let's
go.
just go our separate way and let's come on.
She said she didn't say anything. She said my family, my friends know about it. They issued the press release, but then he got wild with it, right? You have had me since she's 55. They've been together for 33 years. So he's had her since she was 22. You got all of her youth. She is 55 and we don't age like y'all do. See, y'all silver foxes, we cougars, right? But the fact that she stayed at home, she had a career, she could have did other things. She's worth $6 million. So I'm gonna say she did other things. But the fact that you don't want to give a woman that gave you 33 years of her life nothing, are you kidding me? 33 years, you're supposed to leave her in a good place. Yeah, she worth $6 million, but you worth 16. But she raised your kids. And you ought to have more respect for her than to talk about her exploits in public. Because she never talked about yours. And that's where I find the problem. Leave amicably. Some people won't let you go in peace. And Dale is not letting her go in peace. He's trying to expose her in front of her kids, the world, the nation, everywhere. And for me, that's wrong. I gave you the best years of my life. 22.
What do you say, Smash?
No, I mean, I agree with you that, out of 33 years, there has to be some form of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless, yeah, right now your feelings are just hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, just got to get over that. But I don't really agree with what you're saying, Kate, because I think you're taking it from a personal female level, if you want to say.
I would be hurt too if that's what she cheated with. But go and post it again.
Oh, that's Gio posting the dude up there.
Oh, go ahead. Go and post him.
But yeah, I mean, I think there has to be some level of respect. 33 years, y'all don't have to air the business out because you still got your kids involved, no matter how old they are. So
exactly.
But she never said anything. What she said was that close family, and close family friends always knew he cheated. See, she need her ass whoop for this right here. But close family and close family friends always knew he cheated. And so nobody knew. But your wife protected you from whatever it was that she was doing because nobody knew until you opened your mouth. So you embarrassed yourself. You hurt yourself.
Can I say something about the dude's appearance, though? Like, I know that you seem to have a problem with that, Kate. But at her age, one, she is looking for somebody who's giving her what she's not finding within that marriage that she left. One, and second, clearly, dude got something, and I'm not talking about in the sexual sense. It is possible that he is doing for her, giving to her the companionship and the kind of uplifting that she has yearned for the better part of 33 years. So at the end of the day, I know that she's a good looking woman and she probably should have gotten herself could have gotten herself somebody like whoa whatever, but the choice that she made here, something there is in this dude that she's finding, and I'm cool with that. Now that motherfucker is ugly.
He's taking care of all of her emotional needs, and that's a big point once you get to 50, 55 years old.
That motherfucker is ugly though.
It might not even be that. I mean, they might have could have just started off with friends though.
What'd you say, Smash?
I was like, I mean, like you saying he taking care of all her emotional needs. We don't know. Like that's just speculation because we don't know. Yeah. Like they could have just been friends. They could have just hooked up and Dale found out about it. They could have just been having a little sexual relationship and Dale just found out about it. It's not that she. Yeah. Nobody said that she's like with him. She may even be staying there because he just like, well, he kicked you out of the house. You can still stay here. But it's just, I mean, like I ain't getting in their business because 33 years is deep. So they got some type of connection and ties. So I would even, I'm gonna wait to see if it actually goes through. You know what I mean? Like they may reconcile. Because Steph may get involved. You know what I mean?
Like he literally blew her spot up. You can't even trust him no more.
But
Yeah,
I
I
don't like
don't
to
know.
govern people's relationships because I don't know what they've been through. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You,
So
you
I can
told the
speculate
whole
all
world,
day.
right? But you just told the whole world that I was fucking somebody else during our marriage. We can't come back from that. You told the
But
entire world.
everybody says stuff when they hurt. Everybody says stuff when they hurt. So
Yeah, but you didn't have to tell the
Yeah, that's
world.
true. I mean, after
I
all, Bill
mean,
and
She didn't
Hillary
tell
are
the world.
together.
And so when it showed up in the court records, and he was like, "I shouldn't have to pay her alimony because she been fucking this dude right here," right?
but when you say he told the world, who did he tell?
Well, it's all over TMZ, so you know that's the world.
That's because it probably was in court, and normally the court
Yeah,
is
it
open
was
to
in the court
public.
documents, but you can still see
Yeah,
them.
so he didn't tell the world; he told the courts.
Well,
The reporters told the world. So that's
Right,
what I'm
but I
saying.
mean,
You can't
he
fault
knew
this
that was
man
coming
for
out.
saying why he wants a divorce.
But he knew that was coming out.
That's what I'm
You know what I
saying.
mean? Like,
he didn't have to. He could have closed that off. They could have sealed those. TMZ had
But
no
why?
business doing those.
Why? If
33 years.
the shoes were reversed and he cheated, would she do that for him? So I
She
mean,
never
like,
said a word. She didn't say anything until he put that shit in the court document. She was like, he been cheating for years. He been running around with women for years.
Why
And I
she
never
didn't put
said
that
a
in a
word.
court
Our
document?
family knew.
Why is she? This is my question. Why she didn't say that in the court documents to boost her case to get alimony? Because she's the one that filed for a divorce.
Okay, so after 33 years, you figure, you know what? I've been with you for 33 years. We're not going to embarrass each other because we still got kids. We are high profile. So we ain't going to say shit. We just going to divorce amicably and move on. We ain't going to talk about each other. But when he said that she was messing with this dude, she had to defend herself. Dude, you've been messing with women this whole time that I'm married. I got no choice. I got to bring it because I want my money.
Why does she want alimony if they're going to divorce amicably and she's worth $6 million? Why does she need alimony?
It doesn't matter. He's worth 16. He had her for her.
You just said it was going to be.
Wait a minute.
I'm using your words.
Wait a minute. He had her for her 20s, her 30s, her 40s, her 50s. We age differently. See, y'all gonna always do whatever it is that y'all do, but our bodies age differently, right?
So you changing the baseline though. You're changing the baseline now.
No, I'm not changing the baseline. What I'm saying is that you took her entire youth. She should not walk out of there with no money. As a mother of your children and your wife for 33 years, you shouldn't want her to.
Okay, so Ellen Nordegren. But okay, so Ellen, what was her name? Ellen Nordegren, the ex-wife of Tiger Woods.
Tiger. Yeah.
She was worth some money too. Like, she had been a model and she took her money from Tiger, right? Mackenzie Scott, the wife of
But wait a minute, Tiger was humiliating her. He was taking whores to party. He wasn't even taking hoes. He was taking whores.
Right. I'm responding. I'm sorry. I'm responding to Gio's question in the sense that if she was worth $6 million, why was she still fighting for alimony?
The reason why I said that is because they said she's trying to be, what you said, amicable.
She tried to leave amicably.
Like, right. If she was trying to leave amicably, she would never ask for money.
What?
Right. She's saying what she was with him for 33 years. Why wouldn't he say, this is the mother of my children and she's been with me for 33 years. She's known me more than anybody.
Here's what I would say. In their situation, 33 years. Hold on, 33 years though. Their kids are grown. They got 2 sons that are in the NBA. So at this point, it's not like they doing anything living lavish. Their kids are out of the house. They're empty nesters. So does she really need alimony? On the other hand, I agree with what you said about Tiger's wife. She was humiliated, but she had a little kid as well. So
but at the end of the
it might need to be some money involved there. So it's all different situations to me, but I don't think. But that he gave his youth too.
How he give his youth? He on the road fucking other bitches the whole time, 33 years.
All right. All right.
Let's go. Next topic. Next topic.
33 years.
Next topic.
You done fuck bitches.
If it's 33 years, they both get. If it's 33 fucking years, they both gave up their goddamn thing. Like, so if she knew he was fucking and she didn't fuck back, that's her problem. So we can move on from that. Because I'm not gonna sit here and argue about. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you about that. I'm not gonna sit here and argue about that because you're looking at it from a female perspective instead of just looking at it from what it is. It don't matter. I'm a man. I'm not defending him cheating.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is that you think that she should leave with nothing. Nothing, not a house, not real estate, nothing. She should leave with nothing.
I don't know
No,
the whole
you
deals
said
of the situation, so I can't. It's not fair for me to comment on. Like all I can comment on is the information that I have.
You know what?
And for
Smash.
me, it don't. And for
Go
me,
ahead,
I
say
really
what?
don't
You know
give
what,
two fucks
Smash?
about it because I'm not with either one of them.
What, Smash? On site, brother. On site.
I'm not with
next
either one
topic.
of them, so it
Next
don't bother me.
topic. Katay,
Let's
what's the
move on
next
because
topic?
Okay, so let's talk about y'all remember Lieutenant Michael Byrd, the one that went in
Yes.
hiding? He shot that woman in the Capitol, Ashley Babbitt.
Yes.
So they out here, they acting a fool. He gets a report. They're shooting. He's in the house. He's got all the representatives in there. And so he's saying, no, don't come through this. They done barricaded the door. He's the last line of defense, right?
Yep.
So here come, hold on, let me make sure I get her name right. Ashley Babbitt.
Right.
Ashley Babbitt.
Right.
So she busts in the door and he says, no, don't come in here, right? And she comes on anyway, because she a white woman. So that's not how that happened. He shot her center mass. Gone. Done. So the attorney says, well, she didn't have no gun. She didn't have no threat. That was a murder.
No,
He
it wasn't
says,
murder.
I
That
did what I
was
was
an
supposed
act
to
of
do.
that was an act of treason. He did the right thing.
Yeah, so but I mean, shit, you got a black man that shot a white woman. You know that shit don't really fly. But
Yep.
Where he messed up is that he only shot one person. I would have shot a whole gang of them.
You know what? When he shot her, they backed the fuck up.
They did.
Because they knew you shoot a damn white woman, everybody got to back up. You done lost your damn
Yep.
mind. You shot a white woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
did.
So if he'll shoot a white woman, he'll shoot everybody in this camp. Let's just drag this dead bitch up out of here. So the attorney is saying, you know what? That was a murder. That wasn't no murder. They barricaded the door. He's the last line of defense. He's heard, reports of shot fired. But what's so dope is as a lieutenant, the house is protecting him. So they asked and they said, well, would you have to protect the Trump like that? So he said it like what's her name? The military girl on the Black Panther. I don't protect the person, I protect the crown. If you sit in this seat, I protect you. White, black, president, House representatives, I'm the last line of defense. I protect who's ever in the seat. I protect the United States.
Yep.
So he came out of hiding. He didn't look scared to me. And he asked him, they said, were you scared? And he said, yeah, I'm scared. I got some.
Why was he in hiding anyways?
Huh?
Oh.
Why was he in hiding anyway?
Shit.
He was in hiding because he was getting death threats. They was talking about
I wish they would come to my front door.
But he said he was in hiding because during the footage, you didn't see nothing but his hands. But he had warned her. He said, no, don't come in here. But she came on through the barricade. Baby,
no. There's footage where you can actually hear the command where he says, do not.
Right.
Yeah.
He's saying, no.
But he's a black dude who killed a white white woman, white supremacist and shit. Of course he has to go into hiding. Yeah.
Not me. I've been in the front lawn with a gun, with my rifle.
Yeah, but he made history because he ain't going to jail.
Puerto Ricans are crazy anyway. So
and so for me, that's a beautiful thing. Anytime that you have to get on the other side of the sidewalk, you know what I mean? Anytime you got Emmett Till, anytime that you got that guy from Jasper, Texas, anytime that you have all of these things happening, and he shot a white woman, and they was like, we're going to protect him because he protected us. That's never happened in the history of America. He going to go down in the history of the world. The first nigga to kill a damn white woman and never have to be responsible for it. I don't care.
Well, actually, no. OJ is the first, so there's that.
OJ
didn't do it.
OJ didn't do that.
Okay.
Now, he might know what the hell happened, but OJ didn't do that.
But he didn't do it. Okay. We're all in agreement on that.
I'm like the conspiracy theorist. I think that his son did it. He got there and he was like, God damn, why did you do this? Now, nigga, I got to put him on a slow speed chase. I got to do all of this shit because I'm going to get off, but I got to protect you. I really feel like his son did it.
I'm going to get me Johnny Cochran and shit, and I'm going to pretend that I got something.
Don't forget Rob Kardashian.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, they had an alternative lifestyle. They was doing all types of shit in that house. You had a dude with a shag in the guest house. You know it was popping off. You got a woman that went to your kid's recital with a slip dress on and no damn drawers.
Right.
So, your wife kind of hoe, but y'all lived an alternative lifestyle. You fucking people, she fucking people, you watching, she watching. It's just all types of stuff happening. right? I don't think he killed her, but I think he know exactly what the hell happened. And I do believe it was the sun. I believe that he went on that chase to divert them from the sun. That's why that glove didn't fit. I believe it was the
Right.
sun.
Let's not digress. What's the next topic? Can we talk about Kanye changing his name
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
we
a
can
big
definitely talk
deal.
about that.
to Ye? Ye,
Who
ye
they
It's
been
Ye.
calling
old,
ye from
ye
here?
Or
old
yay.
Kanye.
It's
Huh?
Ye.
Well,
It's yeah.
if,
Hmm.
Yay.
if Puff Daddy can go to Diddy and then go to what's his other name? He can go from Sean to Puff Daddy. I don't even know where he came up with that shit. To Puff Daddy
To
to
To P
PDD
Diddy.
to DD.
Diddy, right? I
But
think
doesn't
that
it?
Kanye, who they call Ye, and who he always insists that you call him Ye. I guess he could be just Ye.
Right,
Ye.
but do we know whether or not Sean P. Combs has actually legally changed his name
Yeah,
to
yeah. He
all of
changed
that
it.
shit?
That was all in the news. Yeah. So he went from
Okay,
Sean Combs to Puff Daddy to Diddy. When
okay,
you got, I guess you ain't got shit else to do but change your name.
okay. Well, then, I suppose then the Kanye thing is not that crazy, is it?
You know.
Well, I don't know
Nah.
because I watched that ritual, and so if you know anything about magic, and you from Haiti, so you know that if you watch this thing, so he had all these people come to the. Did I stereotype you?
Yeah, that was definitely shots
You
fired.
kind of did.
Shots
Pretty,
You know
fired.
what? You know what?
pretty
You know what?
good.
You know what? You know what, Gio? If you was a real Puerto Rican, you know what I was talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I'm just messing
But
with you.
you ain't drag me under the bus with you though.
Yo.
Okay. So if you
I mean,
watch this
hey,
footage,
all the Haitians is gonna be coming for you now.
shit, I ain't worried about it. Shit, I got people coming from me everywhere because you know I always say shit I ain't got no business saying. I just have to deal with it.
Oh boy.
So I'm watching this ritual, and I'm watching him get all of these people that showed up at this arena, and he's watching. He's got them walking around in a circle, and so everybody's walking around in a circle, and he's doing his dance, and he's doing almost like a sacrifice, and he's got these candles. Yeah, I'll find the footage and I'll send it to you. But it was definitely a ritual, right? So what people don't understand is that when they have these concerts, you feel this energy, right? And so they feed off of this energy. People are giving their energy up, and they basically making them gods, right?
Right.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, Ye, all of them, right? So when you on a stage, that's why musicians have such a hard time when shit, when they career fail. You know what I'm saying? That's why they kill themselves, drink themselves to death, because that energy is something to behold. Because people are looking at them as gods, right?
Yeah.
But if you watch this ritual, everybody's in black and they walking around in circles, and he's in the center doing his whole thing. He's pulling all of that energy. What he did was a ritual. The reason why he's not releasing that album like he's supposed to is because I don't think he finished his ritual yet. He has something
Right,
that he has.
but
No,
can I say something though? I
go
think
go Graham.
okay, so the whole ritual thing, right,
Mm.
is nonsense. That's more spectacle than anything else, right?
Did you see
Um,
it?
it, I'm sorry.
Did you see it?
No, no, no. I don't need to see it. I'm just saying it
I'm
is
gonna send it to
absolute
you. You gonna
nonsense.
watch it?
No, it's absolute nonsense because it would be it's sort of creating a street cred that is not there because uh, Kanye may have read a couple of things here and there, but Kanye don't know shit about no damn voodoo or magic or black magic or anything like that. When Kanye went to Haiti for what? 4 days and got a tour by the Haitian president of Gonaive and in La Gonave. Yeah, Kanye can
I mean,
come with me.
there's a
Kanye
such
can
thing as
come with
practicing
me,
magic wrong. There's a such thing as practicing magic wrong. You may think you got it, and you fucking around with shit that you don't know nothing
yeah,
about. But I'm telling you,
and it's
and I'm gonna send
absolute
you the video.
nonsense.
But when I'm looking at it, I'm just like, man, I was like, this is so super ritualistic. What he's doing, I don't know that he knows what he's doing, and he could fuck around and really fuck himself up with it. But
Do
the
you know
fact that
who knows what she's doing about magic? Her name is Beyonce.
she definitely
Mm.
know what the fuck she's doing.
Yes, yes. Beyonce. If you watch the entire anthology of Lemonade, that, my friend, it is a love song, a beautiful love song to all the spirits that reside between Haiti and Africa,
But I
and
mean,
she
where
knows her shit. Her mother is Haitian.
But her mother is from where?
Her mother is Haitian.
Her mother's Haitian, but her mother's from where? Her mother's from Louisiana. That's the port. That's where everybody comes in. So you got black magic, you got white magic, you got hoodoo, you got voodoo. So you have a lot of magic happening there.
Them
There's
niggas
no
is
other
Haitian
way
too.
Beyonce got where she is without magic. I don't give a
They're
damn.
just the
what
Sure,
slaves
wasn't
that escaped Haiti
You
in
sure he
Louisiana.
wasn't doing it for the Illuminati?
I think that she comes from a background of magic. I believe
no, no,
that.
I'm talking about
you know
Kanye.
it's not
Kanye was
magic,
for the
right?
Illuminati.
Right. Yeah.
You
You know it's not magic though, right?
huh?
It's not magic. It's a religion. It's not magic.
Well,
Depends on how you categorize it.
Well, you categorize it as magic.
we call it magie noire.
So you
We
from
call it
Puerto
magie
Rico.
noire.
You from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we have the same. We have the same
Right?
rituals.
Wait a minute. My
No, you
family is out
don't.
of Louisiana. We all call it something different, but it's
Y'all niggas had Santeria and shit. That shit is like
Right.
like half pure, half white and shit. Like,
So-
come to Haiti. Let's go to Artibonite. Let's go to Arcahaye, right? And I'll show you some shit you've never seen.
I know. I got, and after that we go to Puerto Rico, and I'll show you, and I'll take you to the spots where everybody's dark.
Dude, I've been to Ponce. I've
my
been to
Bible
Ato
at?
Viejo. I've been to no.
Since we done transition
Where
to
my
Beyonce,
Bible
let's
at?
talk
Y'all
about
over
this
here talking this
diamond.
black magic. Where my Bible?
Baby.
Damn Bible is with this black magic.
Yeah, no. But the real reason why
The Bible is, if you look at Proverbs and Psalms and you read them, those are all rituals. Those are
The
all
spells.
shit. It's
The
magic.
spells.
It's spells, right?
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
know it, and people don't know it. But
we
anytime
digging
you
too
believe in
deep, too
anything-
deep.
Yeah, King Solomon was a shaman. He was the first shaman of all time.
Hey, let's talk about it, man. We keep it light.
Okay.
Y'all going
All
Right. We're getting too deep.
You finna go-
You
you
know,
finna
the
go
only
in
reason
the
why
room and read
Kanye
that Bible
delayed
right
the
now.
album, only reason why Kanye delayed his album was to be petty. He's gonna drop his album the same time Drake is gonna drop his album because Drake said something to him. Drake had another subliminal diss, or he did another diss to Kanye, and then Kanye doesn't appreciate that. And Kanye's from Chicago, and we all know how petty dudes from Chicago's are.
We know they petty. They bitches.
Niggas from Chicago is petty.
They will take your purse and dump it out on the damn ground, and then you crawling around on the floor trying to put your shit back in your purse because they hoes. I don't care.
You know what I'm saying?
Anytime a man say, I'm from Chicago, nigga, get your ass away from me. Y'all hoes. I don't care.
So
Damn.
Kanye, not only Kanye is dropping his album the same time Drake is dropping his, Kanye released Drake's address on social media.
Oh,
Yeah, that
that's
nigga's
some
petty.
See the whole shit I'm talking about?
That is pettiness, dude. That
Yeah, that's
is
some
mad
bullshit.
petty.
Yeah.
He did it to Drake.
Yeah, he did a Drake. He put on Instagram Drake's address.
That's
Ain't mad at him.
fucked up.
Yeah. So.
You say you ain't mad at him?
Nah, I mean,
Hey, Drake need to stop talking about him. Stop talking about him. Stop talking about his wife.
they rich. His house got to be behind the gate, so if they can't get in.
But I will tell you
Man,
this, Kanye is an actual fucking genius, musical genius. But he also had a head trauma. So when you have a head trauma, that shit could act up at any time. But that boy is a genius. He really is.
Yeah. I mean, he's like on the same level.
The car
But he got
accident.
some
The car
behavioral
accident, man.
issues. He got some absolute behavioral issues.
No, I think the brother hadn't dealt with grief yet with his mom. Man.
Yeah,
well,
I agree.
That's part of
I
it.
agree.
That's
That's
part
when
of
he
it.
went. That's when he went.
I mean,
that's when he went off.
That's when he went wild. That's when he went spiraled out. When he I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you like this. Like I knew Kanye was spiraling out. It was shortly after his mom died, but it was them same awards where he went off. Beyonce had the best album of all time. When a dude drinking Hennessy out of a bottle, ain't nothing gonna happen good that night. Like when he taking it to the head, ain't nothing gonna happen good that night. I've seen it too often. Nothing happens.
Hennessy is like Hennessy for me is like drinking gasoline. That's some bullshit. That's poor people shit. I don't like that cognac. I think it's rough. I think it make your chest hurt. I think that shit put hair on your chest. If you don't get you a real cognac with all that damn money, fuck out of here.
No, he
I'm
didn't
just
want a real
saying.
coin. He wants to be blacked out.
He wanted the
Yeah,
pain. Yeah, he wanted.
he knew
Yeah,
what he
that's
was doing.
crazy.
Yeah,
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I listened
he
to
just didn't deal
him
with it.
talk about he was at dinner somewhere. I don't know who he's talking to. He's like, my mama died for this shit. So then that would indicate a sacrifice. My mama died for this shit. And
But that's Kanye. It's Kanye who said it. Like that's the thing that we cannot take anything he says. We have to admit that well, Kanye is still dealing with a 10, 12 year old grief.
Hmm.
He's also has had some head trauma, and on top of that, he is
He
a
doesn't have the best team around
megalomaniac,
him.
narcissistic asshole who happens to be a musical genius. So you have all that,
but I mean, what man
together.
has the Kardashians had that they haven't destroyed? Name one man that they
Oh,
haven't destroyed.
yeah, let's not get into that because that's
I'm
like
just saying. So let's
yeah.
get on
Yeah.
to this diamond. Let's get on to this blood diamond. So Kanye and Beyonce did this. Not Kanye.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z and Beyonce did this photo shoot, right? And they have the Basquiat, right, painting nobody has ever seen. And then they blocked it, so people was bitching because they blocked it and they couldn't interpret it. It was all types of shit happening. But she's wearing this 128.54 carat Tiffany diamond, but it's from a colonial mine. And if you know anything about those blood diamonds, you know that the dude that was fucking around with the mines was cutting people's hands off. He was just doing all types of crazy shit. So it's from Kimberley, South Africa, but she's only the fourth person that's ever worn it. So you got Lady Gaga, you got Audrey Hepburn, and then you got Mary Whitehouse, which I don't know who that is. So she's the fourth woman that has worn it, but she's the first Black woman that's worn it. It's dope. So it's a beautiful diamond. It really is. So, but then the Twitter warriors came out. That's a conflict diamond. What you doing? So her mama went all the way. She said, how many of you are socially conscious activists own diamonds? I thought so. Well, I guess I felt like that was a diss. Well, I guess what did you go to try and check and see where the diamond came from? Probably not. So when you guys got engaged, you won't have a diamond. You got to put on a sterling silver band and better check out where it came from. So she went through this whole thing. So she's saying, you know what? My daughter's wearing this diamond. Y'all talking that shit, but you don't know if the diamond is conflict or not. They telling you what it is, but you don't know if it's a conflict diamond or not. But my daughter's the fourth person that wore it. So back the fuck up. I thought it was beautiful. I think all diamonds may be conflict diamonds. I think that De Beers owns 90% of the diamond mines, which they shouldn't be able to do. So when you come to them, Tiffany's gets the best diamonds. But when you go to De Beers, you give them the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having a dope transaction. You don't know what kind of dope you're getting, but they give you what they want you to have. So you get De Beers the money, and De Beers will give you what you want to have, depending on how they feel about you.
Hey, if you want to avoid all of that, I got a guy. Any diamond you need, custom made. Any jewelry you need, custom made. Let me know. I'll get it for you. And I'll make sure they're not conflict diamonds. I'll go pick them up myself.
Here's the thing about diamonds. They are not as rare as people think they are. There was a time that you could go to Africa and you could pick them up off the ground. They are not rare stones, all right? But amber, with your fossils in it, is honey, and they are old. That's a stone. Diamonds are not rare. A canary diamond may be rare, but when you can create a diamond that looks like a diamond, it's a created diamond. You can get a created diamond that looks like a diamond. Then what's the difference? A diamond is not that. It's not a huge deal.
I'm sorry. Are you kind of like delving into alchemy here? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here.
No,
Well,
there are
diamonds
lab
not as
created
rare as people think
diamonds.
they are. De
She's
Beers,
not
that's
far
No,
off
no,
with that.
I'm not saying that they are the rarest of anything. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, is a piece of putrefact wood.
Okay, so let me try and give you an analogy. Okay, so we like peppers, right? So you got red peppers, green peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, right? But I withhold the yellow peppers. Let's say I withhold the yellow peppers. You got access to all the other peppers except for this yellow pepper. So when I give you this yellow pepper, you think it's rare, right? Because nobody can get it. And that's what it is with a diamond. when you go to
Kathy,
the dealer.
I'm all aware of the value paradigm of diamond. I just thought that for a moment you were delving into alchemy
Nope, nope, nope,
and shit.
nope,
And
nope,
I was because
nope. I
you
was
know
not.
that after 2 cups of wine you
You ain't
do go
talking
full
shit
blown
from Haiti.
you after 2 cups of wine you do go full blown like you know hotep. You don't
Oh
want to
shit!
admit
Did
it
you
and
hold
shit,
that
but
word? Did you hold that me? Okay, let's move on. We got the diamond. It's beautiful though. It is a beautiful diamond, and she's the fourth woman to wear it, and she's the first black woman to wear it. And I think
but
that's really
let me just say something about that before we move on. Pretty much everything we consume, the people who were tweeting at Beyonce about their diamond, tweeting from their iPhones and shit, they're a whole
Mhm.
bunch of hypocrites too, right? Everything we consume is conflicted, right?
Right.
Because you have the Uyghurs in China are being forced into re-education camps, and guess what? Re-education camps are, for the most part, right? Cheap labor for all the shit we consume in America and in Europe, right? And the socially conscious folks that are like raising their voices and shit, we do need you around, but
Yeah.
don't be fucking hypocrite. Shut the fuck up about the diamond shit, unless you wanna just throw your iPhone in the toilet too.
See, here's
you
one
know.
thing. We are making strides as people of color that we've never made before, right? We are in every aspect of everybody's life. We are so in your face with it, right? So when she wears a diamond and she is only the fourth person in this world. So we going all the way back to Audrey Hepburn. That's a long damn time. But I don't know who this other woman is. It might have been before Audrey Hepburn. But she wears it and she probably could buy it because they're billionaires. But the point that you would say, you know what, you got this conflict diamond and all, get the fuck out of here. She wore it. It
Yeah,
was a
nobody
photo
knows.
shoot. Let it
And if
go.
it's that, yeah, if the diamond's that old, nobody knows where it came. Nobody knows. But hey, if you guys need diamonds, let me know. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
All right,
I
man.
got you.
I'm gonna need a couple of stones.
I got you. I send a
I'm
sample
getting
in the
old.
group chat. You guys can check it out.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm gonna have to get married soon. Shit.
Okay. And then that was getting long in an hour. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Graham,
Okay.
you want to go ahead and kick it off?
Overall, this was a good week. I think we've talked about Shakari. At the end of the day, we can all forgive. We're mad at Shakari, but we can all forgive that and give her not a pass, but at least remember that she's a 21-year-old um,
Yeah.
young woman who's going through some shit. So that is that, and all of the other things that we've talked about are not as traumatic as a few weeks ago that we only had terrible things to report about. So
Mhm.
overall, this wasn't a bad week at all. So I'm happy that's the case.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kate?
I think that once she gets everything situated, Shikari, she gets everything situated. She gets the people around her that she needs. She's 21, so she has to come to this conclusion herself. But I'm hoping that people will reach out to her. They will surround her. They will hold on to her, and they will give her a space. Right? They will give her a safe space. She's 21, and so for her, it probably seems like she lost everything. I know y'all think I'm making excuses as a mother, but at the
You
end of the
are.
day, yeah, at the end of the day, she's 21. Her brain is not going to stop growing until she's 25. So she don't know what the hell she's doing.
Yeah.
She don't know what she's doing. So I'm hoping that
Right.
that these people fall away. Because the thing about it, when you coming up, people think, well, you know what? If she makes it, then she may leave me behind. So they'll hold her down rather than lift her up.
Right. Right.
But
Yep.
that's all I got to say.
Smash?
Yeah, man. I got like three things. I'll say them real quick, man. We talked about Beyonce, we talked about Shakari, Kanye. One thing I say as a people we need to do is like let's stop criticizing them in public, man, and just pull them to the side and be there for them and help them because we like to make jokes and we criticize them in public or whatever. But we need to be there for each other because Shikari does. I see she needs some people in her corner. She don't have the right people, and at that age, you probably don't. Like I was done young at 21 at the same time. So let's pull our people to the side and educate them instead of try to vilify them in public like we tend to do. Second, shout out to she ain't listening, but Nicole Bassett. She's a good human being because apparently one of my dog tags was in it. Somebody found it in Kansas City and it was being sold in a thrift store. And you know, Gio, that has your social security number on it.
Everything. Birthday, blood
Saw
type.
it and bought it. Yeah, she saw it and bought it and tracked me down through LinkedIn and said, "Hey, I saw this. I don't like when they do this. Is this your dog tags?" And she's gonna send them to me. So shout out to her for being a good human being.
Yo.
What's her name?
Yo.
Yeah, shout out to her, Nicole Bassett.
Nicole Bassett.
And
thank
then
you. The last thing, man, and I hate to end on a somber note, but you know what I'm saying, rest in peace, and our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the 13 military members that were lost recently in that Kabul airport attack. So, you know what I'm saying, I had to just put that out there just so we could be mindful and respectful.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I didn't want to somber it down, but I had to put that out there.
No.
Right.
Nicely done.
Right. I had something, but you can't follow up on that. So on that, you know what I'm saying, we just have a little moment of silence and we're out.
Let's do it.
All right.